And welcome back, everyone. It's been a bit of a longer break than I intended. I intended to make these videos every couple of days, like 3 to 4 days, but apparently I never ever get these things right. Like, always there's something else that comes in my way and I can't make the video. I just can't. There's no time. Anyway, long story short, we're gonna jump right into the thing that I'm gonna review today. Something I hope at least as exciting as the phone last week. So here it is. The Logitech G35. This is a very nice headset around the $120 range, I think, around that price. And I've had this headset for I think more than 2 years, and man, this is one of the greatest pieces of equipment I have in my house. Like, it's aged very well. You can see very slight, you see around this area, very slight usage here on the leather imitation or whatever, but really it's still as comfortable as the first day. And it's got a removable headpiece here. You see, it came with 3 pieces. You can always change them to just have better comfort for yourself, whatever shape your head is. If your head is shaped in a square, then you might have a slight problem. I don't think they have square headsets, but whatever, just whatever. But this headset, it's really been the best headset I've ever had so far, because you see, I've had a pretty bad history with headsets, because before getting this one, I had 2 other or 3 other, but the first one was a really cheap one, so I won't include it in this. But I had 2 other headsets that were around the same price as this, and man, they were awful. First I had a Trust headset. I think it was the GXT 26, a 5.1 surround sound headset. This, by the way, is a 7.1 surround sound headset. And the Trust was pretty good, as sound wise. It was extremely powerful. Like, you put that thing on max volume, it would just make your ears bleed, and then you had to go to the hospital. But it was a nice experience overall. And yeah, it was really good. I'm gonna show you a picture here. But this little bit here, that one, just one day after, I don't know, 6 months of usage, something like that, it just snapped. When I just put it on my head one day, and I had one piece of the headset in my hand and the other one was on my head, and I was like, what the fuck is going on over here? So yeah, I got that to the warranty. They changed it. I didn't want to get the same one back, so I got a Tritton Pro Plus 5.1 for PC. And I'm not trying to dismantle any companies over here or any manufacturers. Actually, I kind of am. Just don't buy Tritton, okay? Just don't. It was awful. You can see the image over here. And it was absolutely awful. Because from day one, the plastic all over, like the plastic around the microphone or around the analog connectors, because that one didn't have USB. It had 3.5mm jacks, 5 of them, or whatever, I don't know, 6 for 5.1, you know what I'm saying. And the plastic around all of these parts just started slowly breaking, and after not even half of a year, like, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 months, the thing was unusable. The plastic around the microphone was completely broken. Some of the connectors had nothing on it anymore. The plastic was completely broken off. And you know, I have to say that that wasn't the only problem with that headset. It had many other problems, like the microphone had a very, very bad background noise. It was awful. It was like just, I paid $100 on that shit. It should have a decent microphone at least. But it didn't. And you know, the thing with Tritton is that not just I had that kind of experience with it, but I had another friend who had, I don't think the exact same model, but another Tritton headset, and it had the exact same problems. The microphone was shit. The plastic started to break off after a while, and we both had to change our headsets, and it's just so frustrating because you see, when the plastic breaks off, the warranty can just say that, oh no, you broke the plastic off, it's not our fault, it's your broken headset, we can't do anything to it. And I was really fortunate to not go through this kind of experience, but you know, other people could be unfortunate, and that's why I'd say don't even try, don't even go close to Tritton, just don't. But this Logitech, this is amazing. I mean, it had no problems whatsoever in more than 2 years of running. It's connected through a USB, as you can see here, and it's really much easier to connect it through USB, because they say, you know, you've got 3.5mm jacks and that's analog, and they say, oh, but that sounds so much better. No, it doesn't. I mean, maybe it does, but you know, you don't need that kind of sound quality. This is just as much quality as it can get for me, really. You can hear the, you know, in gaming, I'm saying in gaming, you can hear everything you really need, because that's why I get a 7.1 surround headset, not to listen to music to it, because you don't really need that much. But for gaming, and for gaming it's just purely awesome. You can just easily tell who's in front of you, who's behind you, who's in your left, who's in your right, and you know, that the fact that this headset had no problem whatsoever in these 2 years, it's just amazing. The microphone quality is really great. It's, you know, you can move it around, it's really good. You have 3 programmable keys, which is again something you don't see around on headsets, and you also have a mute microphone button, volume button, and the microphone has a really nice light over here. It's not connected now, so you can't see it, but you know, it's easy to tell when the microphone is on and when the microphone is off, and when you put the microphone up, it's automatically off. So yeah, I once actually dropped this headset off and it broke over here, but I got it fixed, and you know, everything just works perfectly, and that was my fault, really, not like the Trust thing where, you know, it just broke off by its own. So yeah, would I recommend this? I would totally recommend this. I would recommend this more than the Note 4 last week, and I just strongly recommended it as well. And this is actually the headset that I used to record last week's video, the Note 4 review video, and you can just see yourself that the quality of the microphone is just amazing. So yeah, that's about it. Guess I'll see you in a couple of more days with something as exciting, I'd say. See ya then.